Sir, you are dead. You are in him.
I am in heaven? What? I'm dead? Well, I think I died in 2014, but I don't remember. Well, let me introduce myself. I am Simon Diaz, better known as Tío Simon.
But you're a woman.
Yes, I am a woman, but here, because here in heaven I reborn as a woman. But down on earth, I was born in August of 1928. And I am the best musician composer of Venezuela. Oh, well, I was. I learned to play the cuatro when I was just a little boy in Caracas. When my father teach me how to play it.
I have a question. Why is a cuatro?
Well, a cuatro is like a bigger ukulele, and it sounds a little bit low than ukulele. And with this instrument, I make a lot of hits, like La Vaca Mariposa.
Sorry, the vaca what?
Yes, La Vaca Mariposa. It means the butterfly cow. And I also made Caballo Viejo and many other hits. But I am not just a musician. I am a charismatic humorist and businessman. And what about you? I think you are Steve Jobs. I had one of your computers down in Earth.
Well, my name is Stephen Paul Jobs, but some people used to call me just Steve Jobs. I was born on February 24 in 1955 in San Francisco, California, United States. I was a businessman, inventor, and industrial designer. I also was the co-founder of Apple Inc., and I also worked with Pixar, the animation studio. I helped to make some movies like Finding Nemo, Toy Story, and many more. I don't think that these people over here know about me, but I was very famous down there on Earth, you know? And why? Well, it's a very long story, but let me resume it for you. With some help, I was the man who revolutionized the way that we communicate nowadays. And you're going to ask me, wow, Steve, why? And I'm going to answer you, well, we're just selling a small old computer called the Apple I. That computer is the same that you have in your home. Well, not exactly the same. Mine is 41 years older than your computer. But I think that you understand what I'm trying to say. That computer was just the beginning of a new entire era of technology. I mean, just think about it. Smartphones, tablets, iPods, games. It's so crazy. And the humanity keeps improving to make the world easier than it is right now. So, if you think about it, it looks like magic, but it isn't. I think that's my legacy, you know? And right now my company is still working, but sadly, without me, because in October 5 of 2011, I died due to complication with my pancreatic cancer, which resulted in respiratory arrest. So, can you talk about your life?
My name is John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I born in Brooklyn, Massachusetts in 1917. I am the president number 35 of the United States, and my government did a lot of things well. For example, the GDP growth, the control inflation, and the racial segregation.
True. Following that idea.
Yeah. So, at the international scenario, I support the Castro to the Cuba invasion, the Cuba socialist invasion in 1961. In October in 1962, I helped the Malali to beat their crisis. In 1963, I died, but during an event in Dallas, Texas. So, Martin, my friend, tell about you.
Well, my name is Martin Luther Jr. and I was born on January 15 in the year 1929. But before start talking about me, let's talk about someone else, Abraham Lincoln. As him, I think that peace is not a right, it's an obligation, a responsibility. That all we have to take care of with the pass of the time. He signed, during his government, he signed the proclamation that defends to millions of Negroes that were slaves in that age. But after more than 100 years later, the life of Negroes is still discriminated. And also that was something that affected me, and I was on the obligation to do that to get back the peace to us. Since I was younger, I fought for my 4 children. I dreamed about they would live in a nation where they wouldn't be judged by the color of their skin, if not by the content of their thoughts and what they feel. I died in 1969 during a protest. Yeah, during a protest, doing what I like, supporting the people, helping them, and fighting against the injustice. I received a shot, and that's all I remind. I just leave my faith in the humanity to keep that peace I left them, and that's it.
Wait, I have a question. You are from?
I am from Venezuela.
Oh, I remember I support an alliance to the growth of Latin America. For example, the advancement, and that's interesting.
Well, that's amazing. And what about you, Tesla? I heard you made the light. So, well, that was God, but...
Yeah, I am Nikola Tesla. I was born in Smiljan, Croatia in 1856. I am one of the most important person in the electric world because I created the alternating current that is going to be one of the most important current in the future years. Another of my contributions are the electric motor, that is a motor that I created that he works with alternating current, and because of his advantages is going to be very important in the future. Also, I created the remote control that maybe you know what is it. Now I show how it works in an important event at Madison Square Garden, that in that time I called the radio remote control teletomaton. Also, I created the wireless power that it could be evident with my Wandercliff tower and Tesla coil. Also, the alternating current that was one of my most important inventions, is that current is going to be too important in the future because when it is being transported, the electricity and the voltage is not going to be lost. So it's going to be too important in the future for those people. Some friends said me that now it sees the cell phone, so with that the electricity they can charge their cell phones. Another of my contributions are the X-rays studies, the fluorescent lamp, and the radio that I show what was that before a National Electric Light Association in the United States. So, because of all that, I have monuments and places that carry my name. For example, Belgrado's airport is called Nikola Tesla. I have so much monuments at Niagara Falls because I created the first hydropower plant at Niagara Falls, so it could boost all the electricity for the city of New York in Canada. Also, I created the Tesla School. In Croatia, there are over 100 streets that carries my name. Actually, it exists a company that is about electric cars. They sell it and manufacture it, and it's called Tesla Motors. I died alone in a room in the New Yorker hotel because of a coronary thrombosis. Many people say that I was killed by Otto Skorzny. People remind me because I was one of the most brilliant minds in the history and in the world. So Abraham, talk us about you.
Well, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I was born in February 12th of 1869. I grew up in Kentucky with my family, my mom Nancy Lincoln and my father Thomas Lincoln. When I was 8 years old, we moved to Indiana, and my father bought a farm. 5 years later, my father we moved again to Illinois, and my father built a house. When I had 22 years old, I joined in the military, and I served like captain in the Block Hot War. In 1842, I married with Mary Todd, and we had 4 children. All were boys. One of my sons died before I got to the White House, and other when I was president. I was member of the Republican Party, and I won the presidential election in 1861. When I was president, the Civil War began, and the United States separate in North and South. The South want to keep with the slavery, and the North want to finish it. One night, when I got to the theater force with my wife, one guy called Josh Wick. He killed me when I was sitting with my wife, and that's my life, and it's how I died.
Hey, Lincoln, you was president too, but you have to admit, you have to admit that my government was better than yours.
No, sorry.
It was more transitory. We got a lot of my government teach the present government, and I think it's better. Oh, Lincoln, I think my government was better than you because we have more transitory systems, and I take the history of the United States to another level. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, when I was president, remember that in 1861 began the Civil War, and was very hard to help with that, with the civils. And remember that there were a lot of people that died in that 4 years of war, and was very hard to me to be president in that time.
Well, my government was excellent.
Okay.
Everything. I should have a.
Speak louder.
Wait, now that we're telling some things, Tesla, I want to tell you that I'm your big fan of your work. Really, you're amazing, man.
I knew all my inventions were going to be very good for the future. So the technology now, my friend said me that is being so good because of my inventions.
Well, guys, I think that wasn't easy, but at the end, we are here in heaven. And
Yes,
that's
I
great.
see that here in heaven are very great people. Now I know why we are here. Learning a new language is more than just learning about grammar, structures, and vocabulary, because it connects people and you learn another perspective to see life in another way. So thanks TLC for this amazing experience.